Hello there, fellow Jedi. It is One Eye again. So we have another roster review today. Before I even get into it, I want to give a big shout out to AP Gaines for... I'm sure everybody who watches me knows who AP Gaines is, but if by somehow I have one or two people in here who don't, you should look him up. He has great guides on a bunch of stuff early game. He does roster reviews on his live stream. He's just a great personality overall to watch and be entertained by. And he allowed me to pull some people who wanted roster reviews from his community because everybody in his community is foaming at the mouth for him. So that's where Revan here came from, Revan2271, and we're gonna go through and see if we can help him out today because he is in Division 9 and I am in Division 8, so I'm just ahead of him. And so right off the rip, I want to say that I like the guild name Shadows of Malachor. I like it when the names are creative. Let's jump right into ships first because I like to start off with ships. It's just I don't know as much about ships and it's easier to knock them out first. So I want to say since you got the TIE Fighter, that's a sign that you're slowly building towards Supreme Leader Kylo, which it's good you're slowly building towards him and not rushing him. Because you obviously have Revan, so you're not rushing him. The Plo Koon is kind of confusing because you don't have you have Plo Koon up at 7 stars, and then you don't have any of the other Galactic Republic. Let us know, if what you're using him for. If you're using him for anything at the moment, or if he just came. I would say get your Houndstooth up to 7 stars. I'm sure you're working on that, but that's probably your biggest priority in ships right now. I like the TIE Silencer with a relic Kylo Ren unmasked. You need to get that 7 star on there. You need to finish off that 7 star, and that's obviously a great ship. That's probably the best node in the game, and it's the node that I skipped out on because I'm not a big sequel fan, but I honestly want Kylo Ren unmasked. He's just a great tune. He can go with Sith. He has his ship. I need to get on farming that node, and I'm at 3 million power and I've never done it. So yeah. So no malevolence or negotiator. I'm sure you're farming them up. If you're not in a good guild that's getting you enough, you need to get in a better guild. I know that sucks to say, but luckily I got really lucky and got put in a pretty great guild with some people that kind of carry me a little bit through some things, and I help them with other things. Right from the beginning, so I had some luck with that, but yeah, you 7 star out these ships so you can get the Zetas and work towards either your negotiator or your malevolence, whoever you're going to push towards. I want to say because you have Plo Koon, you're almost going towards negotiator, but then I see the GOs in here, and you are slowly working towards Anakin and Ahsoka Starfighter. So I would just say pick one that you're going to go for, bust that one out, get that one done, and then push for the other one because you don't want to be slowly, doing both of them. Okay, so let's go into characters. So strongest tunes at 1.8 mil are Kylo Ren unmasked and Jedi Knight Revan. He's got four relics and then not a lot of gear 12s. You are very top heavy, I want to say. Yeah, he's level 51. You're very top heavy. So how are you tackling Grand Arena? Probably using a Jedi team with Bastila and Jolie and Ezra and Kanan, maybe? Do I see another Jedi in here? Oh, well, Yoda. Duh. Oh, and Jedi Knight Revan, of course. But that's not, I mean, so you got the First Order team and you've got the Jedi team, but I was thinking about splitting them up, and you don't have enough for that. So I'm guessing you use First Order with then First Order team and then a Jedi team, and those are your two big hitters, which I got away with that up until about 3 million power, like a few 100,000 before that. Right in when I went into Division 8, I started having problems with I couldn't just have my Darth Revan was always my highly best mods on him, my big hitting team that could carry me through stuff, and then Padme luckily doesn't need as much speed and stuff, so she's I'm able to keep just a bunch of health on her and not worry about the speed. So I was able to use those two teams to kind of carry me through the lower divisions, but once you get up higher, you're going to notice that you can't just have a few big hitting teams. You need more of a diversity. Work on Darth Revan, I'd say, or not Darth Vader. I'd say he's a very high priority for you. Okay, you got Sidious too. You do have CLS, just not quite up there yet. What about? Did I see? Oh, yep. There's Han. All right, let's go through and look at some of your mods and see. Let's start with Jedi Knight Revan, because I just remodded my Jedi Knight Revan. Speed and health, that's good. So you want speed on them, and you're going for survivability. I think I might have mine speed and crit chance, but that's only because my Yoda is not relicked yet, and I need some more damage out of my Jedi Knight Revan. 303 speed. Nice. I'm pretty sure I'm at like 296, 297, because I think that's right at good enough. But I was also looking yesterday at I don't have, neither do you. I was gonna say I don't have all my mods up and going on them. So speed arrow, you can slice that and get 2 more speed out of them there. But you're probably already outrunning most Darth Revan teams and able to get ahead of most of who you need to at 303 speed. And then that almost 60,000 health is going to help you with the survivability. See, my crit chance is a bit higher. Yours is, of course, because I got the crit chance set on there. Then I think my damage is a little bit higher also. You're at 6,300. So, but I think these are good mods overall on Jedi Knight Revan. He's fast enough. He's got a bit more health, and he can do what he needs to. I would just get his relic up to 5, so you can use him in Seep Hit, and I mean that's something you can slowly work towards. Over a little bit here. Like, don't pull. You're not at a place where you need to pull all your resources from other places to, rush getting him to Relic 5. It's something you put on the back burner. You your spare resources go towards it, and you can same with Jedi Master Yoda. So let's see what you got. Speed and health on him also. I would say speed and either crit damage or not crit damage. Speed and crit chance is better on him, but he is very squishy. But mostly he survives by his foresight. Correct? Yeah, but my Master Yoda definitely doesn't have as much health as yours, and is not as fast. See, what I do though, I open up with Revan, use his second ability to pass the turn over to Bastila Shan, give all the buffs to Yoda with her second ability, Rally, and then that gives him a turn, even though he's slow, because he gets turn meter off of using his basics. So I think you have him quite a bit fast, but I mean there's nothing wrong with fast. I think you need to go more of offense or like crit damage, crit chance set instead of speed and health on Yoda. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below if you think what you use him for and if he works for what you're using him for. All right, Kylo Ren Unmasked. I don't know a lot about the sequel characters, so I went to the other ones first. But pure health set. I know he can be annoying. I know he's based off of health, so I know that's good. 80,000 health, 64,000 protection, 231 speed. Honestly, the 81,000 health, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know Kylo Ren Unmasked that much, but I don't know how impressive that is. It doesn't seem that scary, just because my like General Kenobi has 100,000 health on him, and I think my Grievous does too, but I know that Kylo Ren Unmasked, because I don't understand them, they're like one of my biggest banes. I'm always overkilling it, throwing like Darth Revan at it because I don't know what to do about it. So an offense, protection, health. I would say I think these two should be health, right? They're only, well, that one's 15 speed, so that one's nice. But I was going to say it's only 8 speed, so it shouldn't be that hard to find a health cross to put on him, too. Crit avoidance, nice. That's what I want to look here, too. Offense, health, and speed. Oh, yeah, I knew about the speed. Okay, so let's look at Darth Vader. My favorite character in all of Star Wars is Anakin Skywalker and then Darth Vader. I mean, they're two different people, right? Potency and offense. I like that, but I hope you have speed secondaries. 189 speed. I think that's too slow. I mean, you're probably using him. You are using him at this level with the whole team, and you're probably not using him as your big hammer. Like your big hammers right now are your Jedi Knight Revan and your Kylo Ren Unmasked and Kylo Ren. But you pretty much your first order in your Jedi. But Vader, in my opinion, on newer accounts should be the first relic. It's either him or you could do the Kylo Ren Unmasked. That's a good one too. But yeah, I think Vader should be your next relic. He should be who you're pushing towards. You can get a few more speed there, but unless this okay. I mean, these are some alright mods. It's only a 12 speed secondary potency cross, so you might be able to get something better, but you might be able to stick with these two and then put a speed set in place of the offense set, because my worry is just the counters that you need him to be kind of fast for. I think my Darth Vader is like 179 or not 279, so with his speed boost he can outrun a lot of stuff. And you want to, for like the Darth Revan counter, you want to have Darth Revan go first, and then you interrupt them with either your Vader or your Thrawn. So let's see how fast your Thrawn is and see if you could still do that. But I'm not thinking so, because the way it works is Darth Revan needs to go first. He that clears his foresight and puts 5 stacks of ferocity on him. Then you interrupt with Vader. You don't do a force crush. Don't watch my live streams. All right, do as I say, not as I do. You don't do a force crush. You do the merciless massacre first. You go through. You can kill Darth Revan with a culling blade then, because he's got his 5 stacks of ferocity and some dots on him and whatnot. And then you're able to do the whole battle from there. So, who was I thinking? Thrawn. Oh, yep, you do got Thrawn. Your Thrawn is not modded, sir. I'm gonna guess that you were just doing something on him just as I'm pulling up your account. But if you watch this and your Thrawn's still not modded, go mod your Thrawn right now. All right, 9-speed secondary offense. This isn't fair because it's not modded, so he's not going to have the speed. 219, if that went up like, what is it, 15 or 10% speed? 10% speed with another thing. You could be at like 250 speed. 250, 260, and that's still not enough to outrun Bastilas. So I would just get their speeds up and get some relics on Vader so he can carry the team. Vader's a really important relic because he doesn't rely on his whole team, right? Like Jedi Knight Revan kind of relies on like his whole team to do well. I would have gone for Vader before the Jedi because he just carries everybody around him and makes them all do great. Also, I know you're slow pushing for. I say slow pushing because you got Revan first, but slow pushing is not gear 12. Putting gear 12 and all the left pieces to relic. Don't put relics on your first order TIE pilot before you have relics on like Jolie and Revan and Han Solo. So you're gonna unless you're planning the SLKR rush, which just know how that goes. I almost never lose to somebody who rushes a Galactic Legend. I lost to somebody who had a C recently because I'm stupid and didn't look up any counters to him and didn't. I put my gas on defense and he probably soloed my gas with a C. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm just assuming things because that guy ended up winning. Geonosians, you need the Zeta on Geo Brood like immediately. He's such a huge help in Territory War and Grand Arena, and I know you got your other bugs. Yeah, your spy's right there. So in my roster, my spy is Relic 5 and my Brood is Relic 5, and it pretty much makes people, they have to use their Trey against it, or they have to use like a Night Sister team, a good Night Sister team, and a lot of people don't have that. And I mean, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well they're just going to use their Traya. In my mind, if you pull Traya with bugs, like that's a win. And you have to have a good Traya when I have a Relic 5 Brood and a Relic 5 Spy. And you want your Brood to be as fast as possible. I know there's this misconception. This is just my thinking. Let me know in the comments anybody who thinks I'm wrong about this. But I think that that you should have your Brood faster rather than stronger. I know that the stats go over to the Brute and he needs to take the hits. So have some health and protection on him, of course, and some defense. But I think you should focus way more speed than you are here at 19 because I lost my whole train of thought on for a second there. All right, because he needs to be fast because he has his ability where he resummons everything and gives everybody a bunch more health, and you want that coming back as often as possible, or you want him getting his mass dispel here and getting out and doing that as often as he can to get rid of buffs. I know there's I was gonna say Darth Vader. Darth Vader can't. Most of the time he can solo bugs, right? He's not going to be able to solo bugs if your bugs are way faster than him. That's so yeah, I'd get your bugs fast. I'd get your Geo Brood fast, and then the rest of them really don't need to be fast because they'll Like Spy, for instance, he gains turn meter whenever anyone else inflicts a debuff on their turn. So he doesn't really need to be fast. He just needs to have as much crit damage and crit chance as possible, which is good. I see you have here. So yeah, just get him up. I would get them up to like these two to gear 12, and then you can have the other three at gear 11, and still be able to do the get your guild watch shards with that team. But if you want to really push it, then my other three are at gear 11, and these two are relic, and that's the only bugs I would really relic. And just another tip about the bugs: they all share their health and protection pool. So you make him super squishy, and then you make somebody like Sunfac and let's say Soldier, somebody tougher, then they're going to share that health and protection overall. And that'll keep Geospy from getting killed off from AoEs as easy. Alright, R2. So I'm having trouble finding a place for R2 already at 3 million power. So I would say if you can save on putting the Zetas into him and stuff, then I would. I would focus more on getting C-3PO. And do I see Bounty Hunters or... I see Boba Bosk at 5-star. I'm sure you're farming that. You need Bosk up to 7, and then you can get your level them up a little bit, and they'll see you through the event of the of getting Chewbacca. See how fast your CLS is. You have an offense thing preventing you from getting speed, all your speed here, sir. Your CLS, unless this is a great... I mean, it's a 15 health secondary, so that's not worth... You should just put a speed, whatever speed mod you can get in there. Let's see what your potency... Potency's real low. You at this level, you want them to inflict some debuffs so that you can keep the turn meter train going. But you can. I also use him, so I'm at a little bit of my CLS is a little higher of a level, and I don't use him like that so much anymore. I use him to get his call to action and then move around the board and do big damage with 3-box assists around the board. But at a lower level, I had mine modded more for potency and speed to get a turn meter train rolling. So, Hermit Yoda, you almost got him to 7 stars. Just keep pushing that. I know that's annoying, and you need the good guild for that. Okay, so there's protection 14,000 protection, 16,000 health. Sorry, I'm distracted now, guys. Alright, that's what I was looking for. 204 speed. Maybe get Yoda a little faster once you get him to 7 stars. But really, you have a bunch of other priorities to really go into. And I'm thinking that's really as much around the top of your roster I want to look at. Let's look at Padme real quick. Speed and health. You don't really need speed on Padme. If she gets a bunch of debuffs inflicted on her, you can go pure health, and her protection up is based off of her health pool. So you can get a bunch of debuffs inflicted on you, and you'll do your second ability, the Cunning Plan, and transfer all your health into protection up. And That's the way that Padme works without speed. I mean, you can always use speed instead and get ahead of them and do your kick first and put a stun on somebody, but that's just not the way that I've used her. So really, she doesn't have that much speed for a speed set. So I would transfer her out to all pure health. So yeah, it looks like your main teams are that First Order, the Jedi. You have Geos, but without the pre-summoning brute. It's not that threatening. Empire. And then a CLS. First Order, Jedi, Empire, CLS, Geos, and Padme. Those are your teams. Grievous, too, right there. Grievous, too. But I don't see any of his droids really with him. So Grievous is like the last on the list because Grievous is the... he's really only good once you get him to relics. He's not good at Gear 12. How do you have him modded? You don't. You need all... Once you mod your Grievous, you need him all health. But you're not using him right now, so that's why you already know that. Okay. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, those teams that I just mentioned are the ones you want to put all of your resources into and get them all up to snuff and running. I showed you over because you're in Division 7 right now. You're going to go into, you're in, Division 9 right now, right? Yeah. You're about to go in Division 8, which is my division. And you need to get at least your secondary, like I say secondary, like the home 1 and stuff, up to 7 stars and running good. And you need a negotiator or a malevolence at that level. If you don't have at least 1 by that level, then you're going to suffer. To give you an idea here, if we go into mine, because you're at 1.8 mil. You're at 1.8 mil. I'm at 2.3. I'm sorry. I'm at 1.8 mil, and you are at you're at 1.8 mil. I'm at almost 3 mil, and you roll up into Division 8 at 2.3. So you have 500,000 power to work with. So you have a bunch of playroom to get all those teams I just mentioned up to snuff before you roll into the next division. And you also need to get that one bigger, badder capital ship. And I just noticed that I hadn't joined my Grand Arena and player lock was in 4 hours. And I noticed that during the video. Oh man, if you made it to this part in the video, leave a comment telling me how lucky I am that I just did that. Wow, I would have missed out. You know how mad I would have been? I can't live stream my Grand Arenas or anything now. Alright guys, but to give you an idea, since you're in Division 7, you're about to come in Division 8, this is what I'm working with at the end of Division 8. So these will be your opponents in Division 8. These are all my favorites, so I'm not going to take all my favorites off and show you what the roster would look like otherwise, but just like keep in mind Relic 5 Kenobi, I have Negotiator, I have Gas, Revan, that's why you got to build up those teams. This is the focused but not rushing a GL type of roster that you'll come up against, and then you'll come up against the Galactic Legend rosters, right? That people who just rushed them, they only have a few good teams. But this is what happens when you just spread out and relic a bunch of people and don't really think about Galactic Legends. Because I think that's the way to do it up until you're around 3 mil, and then you push for your first Galactic Legend. But yeah, let us know in the comments below. Anything, we're at 30 minutes, so I think this video's gone long enough of my rambling. I could talk about this game forever. Just let us know in the comments below any anything that you want to say about your roster, anything you're working towards that I didn't notice, and anybody else who has any tips for Revan, just leave them there in the comments, and leave a like if you like these more in-depth roster reviews. I didn't think that there was really a market for these, but I think people want to go through here, see what other people are working with, maybe go into their roster, come back to the video, see what their speeds are at compared to other players' speeds, and we can all go through and learn together. And I think we're gonna have a fun time with going more in depth on rosters. So, as always, guys, this was the channel you were looking for.